The arch flows down through here.
Yeah, I love the front end. There's a lot of nice shiny parts here. What's that you got on the horn there? Move, bitch, get out of the way. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video back on the Driven 24/7 Automotive YouTube channel. Today we're out and about doing a car feature for the channel, and as you can see behind me we have a Peugeot 106. Now this isn't any old Peugeot 106, this is a heavily modified Peugeot 106 producing 175 horsepower. So I actually reached out to Arran to film this car today, and yeah, I like it because it's different, it's modified, it's retro, and like I said, this isn't your everyday modified car. So because this car is so modified, I don't know where to start. So in a minute I'll introduce you to the owner, Arran, and we're going to go through all the mods. It's also had a lot of work done underneath the bonnet as well. So let's bring in Arran and let's talk about all the mods that this car has. So here's Arran, he's the owner of this heavily modified Peugeot 106. This isn't your first 106 either, is it? How many have you had before?
I've had about 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
Start with 1 litres, then 1.1s, went to the Quicksilvers, had a GTI as well.
You had a GTI?
Yeah, had a Sundance yellow one for a little while.
Nice, I like yellow, yeah.
Brought that as a project, so I never really went far. I thought I'd get away from the Peugeots, went and got a Skoda Fabia. Hated every second of it. So
from the Fabia you went and bought this one?
Yeah, so I brought this for £300.
Bargain.
Just thinking I'd have a nice little run round.
Cheap run around, yeah. So the car started dropping oil?
Started using 4 litres of oil a month.
Yeah.
So sort of decided we'd start using it as a bit of a project. Started with the GTI engine, 1.6, 16 valve.
Oh, you put that in there?
Yeah, we put that in it. And thought after that, obviously we need the wheels to be able to put the power down.
Yeah, and then it started.
Yeah, then it started progressing from there. So it's all fully fiberglass front arches, the rear end's cut out. That's all fiberglass arches now as well, and I think it's around 6 inches wider to standard. So
really?
It's quite a bit wider than normal, but it's able to put the power down now. Got the Phase 1 106 rally steels. And
they've been stretched.
Yeah, had those banded 2 inches, so they're now about 7.5J.
Yeah.
And 20mm spacers as well, just to fill the arches a bit more.
Yeah, it does look nice and wide from the back. It's got a good stance.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. The front's lowered about 50mm, the back's about 85.
Oh, so that's more.
So that's a lot lower where we cut so much out of it, make it sit a bit better. But it weighs just over 800 kilos, 175 brake.
And what's the torque as well?
Torque's 188 newton meters. On the dyno, it's quite consistent. It sort of flows up through. It doesn't bog out at any point, which is quite nice. So we've had all the front fiberglass and decided we'd go for a bit of track spec, and got the roll cage, the harnesses, the bucket seats.
Yeah.
Got the satchel engineering, satchel shift as well, so it's quicker gear changes. Got the 106 GTI box as well, so it's a bit longer ratio.
Oh, okay, the gearbox, yeah.
It was only meant to be a bit of a toy at the beginning, and
when the engine went, you thought better change that.
And it just progressed from there. And obviously now it's on Gen V throttle bodies with bigger injectors, standalone ECU, battery relocation in the boot, even the screen wash bottles in the boot, so the sides of the engine bay is quite smooth. It just got a bit carried away. I'm going to have a walk around the car now. Obviously Arran's going to go into detail. So obviously we're starting at the front with the engine now. There's a lot of nice shiny parts here. What's going on under here? Where do you start? So, like we say, obviously we've got the 1.6 16 valve GTI engine. We've got the billet aluminium cam covers. Then that's obviously through to the oil feed on the braided lines. The cam covers, they come down to the oil catch can. Then we've got the 45mm Gen V throttle bodies on 182 injectors, braided lines to the fuel pressure regulator. So as you can see, the ECU isn't on show, that's been put in the car. So we've got bit of a wire tuck done by Stolton Engineering. Yeah,
it is a very clean engine bay.
Well, a lot of the work has been done by them. Stolton Engineering, they're based local.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, they got the throttle bodies wired or plumbed in for me, the injectors, standalone ECU, they got it running so it's ready to be mapped. They've just helped with a lot of the build, really.
What about the induction side of things? It is quite a throaty induction noise, I think, the car makes.
Yeah, so we've got coming through the Morettes, we've got a couple of pipes just
I love the Morettes, by the way.
Get a bit more cold air going through to the throttle bodies.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does sound quite throaty.
And the radiator?
Yeah, so we've got an Arran in it. just sort of try and keep it a little bit cooler. Where it's so tight the engine is in the engine bay, we've had to put some brackets at the bottom.
Space it out, you said, wasn't it?
To bring the bottom of the radiator out to clear the manifold. Have the manifold heat wrapped as well, just try and keep it a bit cooler. Got a billet thermostat housing just down here. Onto the spook silicone hose through to the radiator. Obviously it's this second 16 valve engine it's had, so again Stolton, they've painted this one up, cleaned it up, and just made sure that it ran perfect, and it has been faultless. We had to get bonnet spacers put on because after we got it all resprayed and all the paintwork done on it, went to close the bonnet, or put the bonnet back on, went to close it down and noticed it didn't shut because it caught across when we had the strut brace.
Yeah.
But we tried taking the spacers off again now, and now they catch on the hoses there, so it's kind of more function over form.
Yeah. You mentioned the ECU's been relocated. It obviously should be here with the rest of the engine.
Yeah, so we've had the ECU relocated in the car, so it's tucked up in under the glove box just down here.
Oh, I see that little box there.
Yeah, so we've got that tucked down. There's the sat shift that we mentioned earlier as well. And
wow, that's really long as well.
yeah, it makes it a lot easier because it's easier to get to.
Because you've sat down in the bucket seats as well.
It's a bit higher up, so it's just feels a bit smoother to use. And
you've also got the wind deflectors on here as well.
We've got the wind deflectors on it. We've got different mirrors as well to standard.
Yeah, I like these. Do you know what they are? Just an aftermarket sort of?
They're just, I think they're sort of an M3 style.
So should we start talking about the interior? So we've got the Cobra seats.
Yeah, we've got the Cobra Monaco Pro bucket seats on OMP subframes.
Nice.
And the Luke 3-point harnesses.
Paint colour, obviously this isn't a standard 106 colour.
No, the car was red when we started, so I wanted to keep it red.
Yep.
But this is a Chrysler Candy Apple. And
it's lovely.
It's obviously a bit overcast today, so you can't quite see the shine on it.
Yeah.
But it does come up quite nice.
So going around onto the wheels you mentioned earlier, so these are banded steels from a 106 Rally.
Yeah, so we got the S1 Rally steels on the car that we've banded 2 inches.
Yeah.
We've got 20mm space as well. We've done stud and nut conversion.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we got the neochrome nuts off of it.
I like that.
Elite.
Yeah.
And obviously they go quite nicely with the Rally centre caps as well.
Yeah, it's nice to do a red and white theme. Plus you've got the silver on the front. We'll talk about the front end again in a minute. From the back we've got a nice little private plate. So this is a 1994 reg anyway, keeping with the plate as well. Exhaust system.
It's on the Pug Sport 2-inch exhaust system. Sports cap.
I have to say from the back it looks kind of like standard but like not too in your face.
Yeah, exactly that. I don't want to go too in your face
big,
with it. I wanted it to again flow with sort of the bit
original
more of a classic look. Yeah, more original.
Spoiler, is that that's probably a 106?
Again, that's an aftermarket spoiler that we got online.
Oh really?
A high level brake light just
I like that.
Just makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
People seeing you from behind.
And that's who's done some of the work to your car as well.
Yeah, engineer, and they've done quite a bit of the work on the car, to be honest.
And then going around, because I like what you've done with, so you got fiberglass, is it rear wings?
Yeah, the rear arches, they began off with
arches.
Just a cheap set off of eBay. It was a £50 bolt-on arches.
Really?
And, yeah.
Wow.
And what we've done, we've bolted those on, we've smoothed it over, fiberglassed them on.
So was that all one piece?
That's all one piece now. So the arch flows down through here.
It's amazing.
And it also comes back into here, so the bumper's now moulded into one.
That's amazing. Interior is quite stripped out. We've just spoken about the shifter and the seats. Now you have actually got a roll cage in here. What sort of roll cage is that?
We've got a OMP bolt-in roll cage. It's only a half cage in the back, and we've got the spare wheel.
I love the spare wheel. When you look through the rear window you can see that. I love that.
And all the back, we've got all the plastic stripped out and everything, just sort of make it a little bit lighter again.
But then you've kept some of the carpet in here, which is quite nice as well.
Yeah, we've kept the carpet in the front, just again, because as you can see, it does get dirty still, so it just protects it a little bit more, and we're not going to scratch up the paint underneath.
And you've got the battery relocated behind the passenger seat there as well.
Yeah, battery's relocated in the car just to allow a bit more room in the engine bay and allow a place for the oil catch can to go.
So you've got a Boss kit so you can do what you've done today.
Yeah, we've got the Boss kit on the steering wheel so I can take it off. And again, there's not much security on the car, so it's just
it's an old car, yeah. And what are all those switches all about? You got, is that a horn? What's that you got on the horn there? Move, bitch, get out of the way.
You got the horn.
Yeah.
And so we've got your ignition.
Oh wow, yeah.
On this one.
Yeah.
And then you can start it on the button.
Oh, it's a button start,
yeah,
so you've got to have the key in there, yeah.
Yeah, so again, just keep a bit of some form of security on it. Yeah, so you've got fan on the button or on the switch here. Over to this side you've got your screen wash, because again the screen wash is relocated in the car. Yeah. And then we've got fog lights on the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we've got original clocks in it as well, so we haven't got a rev counter.
True.
We've got the clock instead, just to keep it a bit more retro.
Oh yeah, no rev counter.
I've got your fog light for the rear down the bottom here. You've got all your heat matrix, everything's still in the car. Yeah. But we haven't got a radio, so we thought we'd make the most of the empty space and put a switch panel in.
Around onto the front of the car now, we've got a silver bumper, and I said to you, are you going to paint, colour code it? You think you're going to keep it silver because again it matches some of the aluminium, we've got the radiator in there, just a bit of contrast in it to just an all red Peugeot. Yeah,
no, because obviously we've got the back end, that's all red. Put the different bumper on the XSI one, just so it's a bit wider on the
it's an XSI one, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I see.
A different bumper to standard, and fortunately it was a silver one we got, and it's not gone too badly sort of with the colour scheme, so
are there
just left it.
Spotlights behind the hellers?
Yeah, we've got working fog lights in behind the hellers, so they work fine.
Again, that just looks nice as well, just like retro hellers. Yeah, I love the front end. And we were saying earlier, obviously the Morettis are quite rare part.
Headlights again, they're quite rare, quite hard to come by.
Is it Moret or Moretti? Moret.
Yeah.
Yeah, learning.
So I brought them 2018 and paid £100 for them.
And now obviously these sort of car parts of these retro cars are going up, so you've been offered a bit more than what you bought them for, but yeah. It for this video. I wanted to get Arran's car on the channel because it's just different, it's retro, it's what I'm all about nowadays, is retro and different cars, and also it's heavily modified. You don't see these cars on the road much anymore because obviously it is an old Peugeot. I am a fan of the older French stuff, but yeah, I just love what he's done to this, the original sort of OEM mods as well as the ridiculous stuff. So a big thank you to Arran and his girlfriend Cassie, who have given me their time today to film this video, and for being patient with me, because we're all learning curve now, starting to do these car features for the channel. I hope you've liked this one. I'll leave Arran's Instagram below, do give it a follow. He's a great guy who knows his stuff. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in another video. And his girlfriend Cassie for coming out today. I did say it right, didn't I? Yeah. To Arran and his girlfriend Cassie. So a big thank you to Arran and his girlfriend Cassie. However, you're quite restricted in those seats.
I'm very restricted.